Anyway, here with reaction, former CIA station chief, Fox News contributor Dan Hoffman, and Florida Congressman Mike Waltz. Congressman, your take. I'm concerned that NBC probably gave into some pressure from the Biden administration. Sounds to me like they might have been right.
Yeah. Sean, of course we want every American home. But appeasing dictatorships, appeasing terrorists are never in the interest of the United States. And the whole reason, Sean, that Putin, the Iranian regime, the Syrians, the Taliban, the North Koreans continue to take American after American hostage is eventually they hold on to them long enough, they dig in enough, we cave and we give them a better deal. How about this? How about we don't let Putin dictate the terms? You heard the White House press secretary saying, well, here was the choice the Russians gave us. How about we dictate the terms? How about every terrorist group, every dictatorship out there in the world knows they touch a hair on an American's head and the costs are going to be so high, so painful, economically, diplomatically, even militarily, that they don't dare touch another American. But what he has done tonight may be a tactical win today, but is going to result in more and more and more Americans being taken hostage down the line because they know at the end of the day, there's only upside for them. There's no downside, whether it's Putin, the Iranian regime, you name it. And it's just, my heart breaks for the Whelan family, and my heart breaks for the Americans being held around the world, and my heart breaks for future Americans that are going to get snatched off the street the next time a dictatorship wants something.
So, Dan Hoffman, you got the merchant of death, Viktor Bout, one of the world's most notorious arms dealers. And you get Brittney Griner, who's only charged with, well, she was charged with a drug violation, a minor one. She got 9 years in prison. But then you have a Marine who'd been held by the Russians since 2018. Why didn't he hold out for both before giving up the merchant of death? It seems like a horrible deal for the U.S., even though I am very glad that Brittney Griner is home. I had said many times that I hope we get her out of there.
Yeah, I think we can have both of those, make both those conclusions tonight, Sean. We can be thankful that Brittney Griner is home, but at the same time, be critical of a deal. This was certainly a deal that Vladimir Putin will look at as a major public relations victory. Viktor Bout wasn't just the merchant of death. He also served in the Soviet army. And Vladimir Putin is going to portray this as getting his guy home, going toe-to-toe with Russia's main enemy, the United States, and bringing his guy back home, while at the same time, our former military officer, Paul Whelan, Marine, is still languishing in a Russian prison. And I'm really concerned about his health. You know, you've got rampant COVID there. He probably hasn't been given any vaccines, vaccine-resistant tuberculosis, and all the other things that you got to face in a penal colony where he's living. Grave concern about his future. And look, it's awfully hard. I don't want to disparage the negotiators. I'm sure they tried their best. Vladimir Putin's not doing too well at fighting wars, but he's doing pretty well at negotiating and outwitting us, I think, and getting more than he deserved.
He got way more than he deserved. I think certainly we should have gotten both of them if we're going to give up this guy. We'll see what happens in the future. Our prayers are with him as he's still in prison in the gulag up there.